All right, so today is Monday, the 4th of May 2026, and we just had a crazy weekend along with a crazy week last week. But we'll get into the charts, news, and data, a little bit of all of them, after I mention that this content is for educational purposes only and is not financial advice. Always do your own research before making financial decisions. And with that being said, I really had to show you these guys because I'm pretty sure most of you, well, some of you, maybe most of you can relate to this, especially day traders. Just like Binance is saying here, welcome to 24/7. And uh, just like the picture says, show me what never sleeps. Oh my god, the charts. And honestly, I had this issue last evening and also last week because even though I'm a swing trader, the situation doesn't look very calming, if you know what I mean. I was expecting it to retrace long ago, and I wasn't expecting it to be so close to the 84 CME gap, but we'll get into that when I get to the charts. Now, I just wanted to highlight that the gas prices are still going high in the States. Yesterday, I've seen a post about the gas prices in Texas, now this in Wisconsin. So, not good news, if you know what I mean. Jerome Powell also didn't really give us big and good news last week. So I just don't really understand where is all this pump coming from, right? Unless it's just uh, maybe just exchanges trying to push shorters to give up, and maybe the sideliners along with the longers to add more longs, right? The euphoric people to be even more bullish so they can get caught because the markets just seem to want to go lower, if you know what I mean. Uh, if we look on the open interest, okay, yeah, it did push a bit higher here along with the price, but it's still not, I don't know, it's just not very convincing. Volume on spot along with the yeah, the volume on spot along with the feature, again, it's just not there. You know what I mean? Like, I would expect much higher volumes if this is actually the continuation of the bull market, right? Just like everyone is expecting, or not everyone, sorry, not everyone, just like most people on X are expecting. Or I don't know, maybe I'm just too biased, right? Maybe. Open interest, yeah, it's slowly turning green, which is good, positive. Liquidations, um, yeah, again, if we look on the sentiment, it's still in the panic. Like, why would people be panicked if Bitcoin is at 80K, guys, right? So clearly, some of the people are feeling like this is just a fake pump, right? If we look at liquidations on 24-hour, yeah, again, shorters are just getting wrecked like non-stop. I've seen this all over last week. Shorters non-stop wreck. Like, they keep trying to wreck shorters like non-stop. This clearly means to me that the market wants to go lower. They know it's going to go eventually lower because of political and economical situation, which clearly isn't great. So I don't know, how could we get into a bull market from the situation that we're in. Now, I know S&P and Nasdaq keep going higher and higher and higher, but it's just like a big bubble. I'm pretty sure most people expect it to burst, even Warren Buffett. But anyways, if we look on the daily exchange, you can see not much interest, not much volume. So in a bull market, I would expect it. Let's not say I would expect it to be 100 billion, right? But at least in the 60s, right? At the moment, we're on the 22 billion, which is extremely low. So you tell me if this looks like a beginning of a bull market. Now, what I wanted to show you, what I believe is the reason for all this bump is this. And I actually I was talking to one of my friends yesterday, and we were wondering ourselves, are the exchanges, gonna be taking? Sorry, I just wanted to do on the symbol, all of this liquidity from the upside. So if you look on the 3 month, you can clearly see at 79,200 we have 400 million, and here we had how much? 486 million. So clearly there was a lot of money here, a lot of money. Sorry, did here you even here it was 500. So a lot of money, guys. So yeah, I would honestly think that since volume is low, because we need confluence, right? In order to kind of have an idea of where the markets would be heading over the next, I don't know, 3, 4, 6 months, maybe the next year, we need confluence. So volume is not there. Daily exchange volume is not there, obviously. People are panicked. They don't really believe this pump, and liquidity kept stacking up above, right? Because people with high risk appetite were shorting the market nonstop, which meant that there was more and more and more liquidity on the upside. So it was like a magnet. It was attracting the exchanges to liquidate them, right? But I still believe on long term, if you're swing trading with no leverage, you should still be fine on a short position. Just like myself, it doesn't feel good considering I'm like, I don't know, 15% uh, on minus at the moment. But yeah, now if we look at the charts, we can clearly see that on the daily we have, sorry, let me just get here. I'm all over the place. Sorry for this. We can clearly see we have the CME gap at around 84, and everywhere on X I can see people talking about this CME gap. Now that we're so close to it, I wasn't expecting last week for us to get that high, right? But now that we are so close to it, I don't know, I wouldn't be surprised if we get up here before we see further continuation to the downside, and maybe take out the 60K region as well. We can also see if we look here, let me just see something. Yeah, what did I want to see? Yeah, so we can also see we have the 200 EMA aligning around here, because we always need confluence, right? I always go with as much confluence as possible. We can see that the 200 EMA aligns nicely around 82K. um if we look at the, what did I want to show you guys? Yeah, if we look if we look on the volume profile from the all-time high to here, we can clearly see that the most volume is around 69K. Okay, this is also where the point of control is. At the top of the range, we have this nice consolidation here, this entire range, which will definitely act as a strong resistance. But we can see here there's not much volume, right? So even if it goes to around 84K, um, it fills the gap, and then we can finally go lower. Because if I check this regression trend from here to here, we can clearly see that we are still in this range, right? Let me get rid of this so you can clearly see it. So yeah, if we are a bear, right, like myself, this is still valid. I don't know what you want to call this, a parallel channel, a rising wedge, it's still valid. Even if it does something like this, fill the gap, and then dump, that's still valid, right? So yeah, we'll have also quite a bit of news this week. So hopefully that could drag the price lower. But yeah, I'm still expecting this to dump further and take out this 60K region after, maybe after we take the, after we fill the CME gap. So yeah, I'll see you in tomorrow's video.